slowly. So, see, the very basic illusion, the basic illusion is that I'm the person. I'm the person because I'm identified heavily to the body and mind. Yes, there is body mind as a carrier, as we carry the car and we park the car outside. It's only a vehicle. The same way, the 5-year old is giggling and laughing, and you see the worried wrinkles on the face of the 5-year old. No, it is like more rooted in the being. As it grows older, you start identifying that I'm a person. Of course, you are a person and you are to survive and care of the body mind. But we get so much stuck and glued into the body mind that we miss the boat of the reality of the presence. So we get stuck into the bubble of time, and time is the illusory illusion. So, the other word of the fear, past, future, future, past, is a yo-yo, and it is born as the mind or the ego. Now, cats and dogs don't have this bubble of the time of mind or the ego. They are more in the body mind. It hunger and sex, it happened through their cycle of the body mind. So, sun and the moon. The moon is the reflection, means moon mind is made with the moon, mean reflection. So instead of enjoying life, we get so heavily glued into the mental structure. The see like thinking and thoughts are floating and flowing is nice, but when it get turned into anxiety and tension, then it become transformed into to the disease. Like the body is good to give the, like in the car you fill the gas, but if in this car, the body, if you overeat, what happens? The disease, sickness. But balanced, then it is very good too. So body mind, prior to worrying of that survival and security. Prior to that becoming a person, question one question to yourself: who am I? Now, who am I is that are you a person, worried person, or you are a person with the mind, or you are a person with the presence? When you were 5-year old, you were more less name and form, but more in the presence. Presence is what is presence? Presence where the time is no longer the consciousness. Consciousness means unlimited, no boundaries, infinite, infinite consciousness. But this prime illusion, this is mine and that is thine. This is mine country, that is your country. This prime, this mine and thine comes from where? From the ego. Because in the deep sound sleep, you're not fighting with anybody because there is no division of me and mine and thine. The body mind is still there, but it is not glued to the body mind as a person. The person is like a reflection, but majority of the people, they live in that bubble of memory, which is a plastic life. They have become reduced their presence into a person, into the name and form, less than a computer, worse than the computer, worse than the animals, because they new disease is being born because of the body mind. Psychosomatic means that if one is loaded with anxiety and stress, then what happens? Wrong kind of food, wrong kind of worries. You're driving and you're eating and serving the wrong food because there is time no longer. But who asked for it? You invited it. So in the modern society, I'm in a hurry. I have no time. I have no time. I'm in a hurry. So if one is serious, when do they get serious? When they're on a hospital bed, then I have no time. I have no time. Unless the disease knock you out or tragedy knock you out, then meditation happens. Automatically it happens. What is meditation? Not the word, but it is introspection, observation without good, bad, is observation without the observer, observation without the memory of past and future, just pure observation as the 5-year-old does. Pure observation. A 5-year-old will see a banana or without the color, without the form, without the shape, or with the memory. So, knowledge, mind, good as a servant, bad as a master. But this modern society is so messed up with the fear, with the mind, with the survival, with the fear of security. And what is the result? Result is fact as a fact as the fact. What is the fact? Killing each other in millions out of fear. So only the real serious person sit down and watch and observe. Observe what is going on. All life is one, whether killing on the other end or the this end is all interconnected. Consciousness is one. Mind is not even yours. Mind is not yours. It is only passing by waves over the screen of the consciousness. So you are not the person limited to the body mind. You are undivided consciousness, wholeness. Then fear is gone. When fear is gone, is a new kind of living. The bubble is dissolved in the river, the ocean, then oneness and wholeness, you are reborn. Then any situation comes and goes, you are only witness like 5-year-old. Or as your neighbor is not worried if there is something happening to your car or to your thing. Why? Because they are witness only. So this Sahaj Samadhi, the real you, real I, pure observation that you were when you were, that is called the innocence and virginity, real oneness without the two. If you want to decorate that word, you can call it God or anything, but you are it. Tattvamasi, thou art that. The very seeking is gone because you have found the real home. It is coming back to the real source, real home. And it's simpler than the simplest. How simple when a person watching a show, the show is going on the screen, the woman is being cut into the two, and he's on this side. He get glued into the emotions and all that. Blood is coming. This is painful, but unless their friend or circus one bring them down to the other side and show that look, that is a show, illusory illusion. Then he don't need to clean the blood and do the all that is gone in a second because he has moved from the time to the timelessness and life start becoming a float instead of struggling and swimming become effortless float. And that's why the breathing, exercise, anything automatically get a natural rhythm. Then the sahas, samadhi or siddhas or they start laughing. No, laughing is also time bound. Are they full of pleasure? Pleasure has to change into pain. This is non-stop pleasure, means called the bliss. Bliss means without the subject and object. Ecstasy may be close to it. Ecstasy means out of the head. You are in the heart consciousness. So the question is how to come out of troubles is not how. The question how turn into why. Why are you suffering? Why am I suffering? Why am I overweight? Why I am worried? Why am I suffering? Why? When why is the burning question, then it burns the illusion. But most of the people fantasize the verbal why. Like cardiovascular, like similar to plumbing, unless the is stuck, then you call the plumbing. Otherwise, not go on putting things in that. That's how the real one dies before the death knock you out. Dying before dying. What that means? Dying not that physical death, but death of the illusion. So it's that simple. You need that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Any other question you have?
So we all construct illusions around ourselves based on our experiences or our desires, and a combination of the two. And so,
Yeah,
the next,
like
okay.
suppose if it is a person who is 300 pound,
Hmm.
you think somebody else was eating for him? Huh?
No.
So who was doing the shoving anything inside?
Hmm.
So,
So,
and it shows. If a person is a scientific mind, it shows. It's all over.
so to see a clear path, we have to at least temporarily see through our illusions to see the clear, true path.
Yeah, and actually, that's what the holy masters are like scientists. Like how many people drive the car? Millions. How many people know how does the car work?
Very few.
2%, 3%. How the really engine work, whether it is gasoline or electric, how the so that's how the life. People are driving, they're driving their sex drive, their food drive, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But man has invented fake knowledge that you are to purify, you are to do things, and you are to do things, and you are to purify to reach somewhere, to reach to God on the seventh heaven. All nonsense. You are to return. You're already messed up with your head. Head has to return to the pure heart, pure consciousness. You already are, but because wrong illusions bring more illusions. Like suppose you became 300 pound, what were you when you were 150 pound? You already are there, but you because add-ons, throw away all the add-ons, throw it away, and you already are what you were. That's all. That's how spiritual practices and all those things, they are just the reminders, pointers. But time is the biggest yo-yo. You have to do a course, you have to do this, you have to do. What do you change in the change? If you change in the, this is another illusion, like you put, how do you change the shadow unless you change the really real? So, doing all the science, all the things in the world which appears as the world is nothing but in this little button in the mind. So prior to that, most important is who am I? When who am I says You are talking indicating to the name and form, body. No, 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 no. Who am I? Then you will discover the seeker is seeking the seeker. And it goes on and on unless it finds the real seeker. That's the real science. Subject and object. A scientist is discovering the object, because it's a reason. All the weapons, all the weapons is to destroy. That's the Shiva. Destroy other. But once you know that there is no other, all that waste of energy, there is no other. There is no killing. The killer will get killed. Because its oneness already is. So, first and the foremost question in the life, in the world, who am I? Now, don't take it as the words. There's the purest science of all times. Even the quantum science cannot define because there is no subject object. Then the desires before they are born, they are already filled up. Then you don't follow motivational speakers and waste your time. But that's how because all the treasure you're seeking, you're looking, ever in the past or future already is. Ultimate luxury of all time is the Sahaj Samadhi, natural state already is. The beloved, the lover already is. Not the fake reflection of beloved ideas of beloved, the real beloved, which does not appear and disappear, which already is. The other words, Sat Chit Anandam, Sat Chit Anand, Sat Chit, the truth, Chit, aware, Anandam, non-stop pleasure, already is. Thou art there, you are it. Thou is idam is Adam is idam. Om, already it. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om cannot be put in words.